Right, podcast's up.
Yep.
Music's on the new and countdown's just to start. Get 3-minute countdown tonight, no as long as usual.
Okay. I feel like I'm like sexually
You should have got one in the stacking. What is that? I think that trailer, the captain, like that was bad. Sonic was bad. Bad. Yeah. I would rather it was just on Doctor the Rock. But what it looks like is it looks like yeah. Because if they had like the big group and from like the episode into it.
A minute left, boys and girls.
I was looking for Sonic using the maybe Sonic parts of it.
I'm struggling to give you because of the music, that's why I'm just jamming. I've just got to jam. Scots with soul, we'll build this network. Scots and soul, build this network on Scots with soul. Yo, 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 welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I have not put the fucking thing on tonight. I've not put the layout on yet, Viper.
The lights are still on.
The lights are still on, I've not put the... Right. But tonight, boys and girls, we have KaosMunkey making his first appearance. How you doing, KaosMunkey, my friend?
Not bad, how are you?
I'm doing well myself, man, apart from totally fucking up and not putting the layout on. Just give 2 seconds, I shall rectify my mistake. All of a sudden, I am in such a better mood, right? It is all fixed. We have GhostlyGrimoire in the top right-hand side. How are you doing?
Alright.
I'm going to need to swap their cameras as well.
Fuck, I've got a lot of weight on for some reason.
This is the pre-podcast that you're seeing.
Hi everybody, welcome to the pre-podcast. This is where we talk about
how much Truss has fucked it up again. 49th week and I fuck it up once more in a way I've never done before. Yes! Yes! But welcome, SMviper. How are you doing, my son?
I'm alright. I'm just saying this has been such a shitty week. First of all, Chewie dies. Then second of all, like I somehow lose all my progress on GTA, which was kind of annoying because I reinstalled it and I kind of didn't want to have to play the tutorial again. But then to top it all off, Truss fucks up the podcast. It's been a fucking fantastic week.
Excellent, mate. That was one of those beautiful fuck ups. Do you know what I mean? The way I think I handled that pretty well, because I realised that I hadn't put the overlay on when the intro was playing. I was like, shit, there's no an overlay on that. Like, fuck, I was already half fixing it when the podcast came on. But first topic this week is Epic Games have bought over Psyonix, the developer behind Rocket League. What do we think about that while I bring up the article?
Is Rocket League getting a battle royale mode?
God, can you imagine
It kinda would be really easy to put one in Rocket League, wouldn't it?
Yeah, really. They would have to just expand the map.
Make the map a wee bit bigger, put a goal at each side.
Yeah, join the map.
I'd say do the opposite. I'd actually say just put all the 100 cars in one normal sized pitch and have it so if you touch someone, you blow up. Because the start of the match will be fucking carnage.
Yeah. Aye, the start would be carnage. But here's the article here. Fortnite creator Epic Games announced today that it's acquired an independent game development studio, Psyonix, the makers of the massively popular vehicle soccer game Rocket League. As a result of the deal, Psyonix says it will have access to more resources to support Rocket League's competitive esports league, and by late 2019 will bring the game to Epic's PC storefront. After that, it sounds like Rocket League will no longer be available on Valve's competing Steam store, though buyers of the Steam version can continue to play their existing copy of the game indefinitely and continues to receive support, which Variety is reporting includes downloadable content patches. So if you already own the game for Rocket League, you're going to continue to get all the new stuff for it too, but you can't buy it on Steam. Epic's statement is clear that 2 periods of time, the time before it comes to the Epic Store, when you can buy a copy on Steam, and the time afterwards, when best you can expect for sure that your existing copy will still work. So the PC version of Rocket League will come to Epic Games Store in late 2019. In the meantime, it will continue to be available for purchase on Steam thereafter. So, like, it's Epic Games again. Like, we were talking about it last week, if you remember, how Epic Games says they were going to take the foot off the exclusives pedal, and then the very next week they've acquired Psyonix, and Rocket League is going to be an Epic Games exclusive. So, thoughts on that? Anybody want to take that?
I don't know about it because I haven't played Rocket League in ages, and I fell out with it because I found it like football and everything. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just mixed feelings because I'm like, I might like it, I might not like it.
Well, I would say most people that wanted Rocket League have bought it by now. It would be a smaller market. Like, I don't see the point unless they're doing something exclusively on Epic that's not going to be anywhere else. Just literally, it's on sale most of the time as well. So it's not like it's.
I know, and I'm taking them off. I'm taking them off. I dropped the ball a wee bit.
Hi, Vanessa.
Vanessa, you've changed.
I was about to say, like.
I remembered to make the wee screens, but I didn't remember to add them to folk. Sorry.
I think this will be the year thing, COD.
And the highlight reel, COD totally fucking up as usual. It's just going to be a highlight reel of my fuck ups, ain't it?
What does it say Viper is? I want to see who Viper is.
Viper's always on the podcast, so mine and Viper's screens are Mine and Viper's screens are always going to be fine, It's the other two people.
In terms of what they're doing with this, like you just said they're going to be taking their foot off the pedal and stuff. I don't think people need to see that this isn't them going, ha, psych. No, like deals like this do not take a week to do. This would have been in planning for months.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably just finalized and just hitting the publishers. So Epic are probably maybe still are taking their foot off the gas, but who knows? They might still be midway through negotiations with other people. Like they bought over Telltale. Well, I think what was left of Telltale. They bought over these people now. It'll be a lot. There'll be a lot of things that are still yet to happen. But maybe like then there's got okay, we've got what we want now, so we're going to stop for now. No,
Did you see the other thing about that's happening on Steam as well? Is remember we were talking about what's the term that was used? Review bombing. Remember the review bombing argument? Well, that's been happening again. Rocket League's been getting massively downvoted because
it's
of
not
it.
their fault. It's not the game's fault though.
I know, and it's just people being angry. Like I don't see the problem. Is it because Epic Games make Fortnite? Is it really that petty for folk? Is that what it comes down to? Do you know what I mean? People rebelling against Fortnite now. Do you know what I mean? It's like, do you know what people are like with a bandwagon into it?
Yeah. The other thing with this, you go first, right?
I hate Dota 2, but you don't see me review bombing every single one of the games that developer makes, do you?
No, I know. What were you got to say about it, Grim?
No, I'm saying that this is different for like Borderlands and all this because this is still on Steam. It's going to stay on Steam if you've bought it, so it's not affecting anybody that owns the game in Steam.
Yeah, that is the one redeeming factor about the whole situation. Yeah, I did. And
it's how long's Rocket League been out? Actually, I'm going to double check on.
Rocket League's been out a long
4 or
time.
5 years.
That's what I'm saying. If you've not bought it by now and you want it, there's something wrong.
Like, does anybody remember Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Battle Cars? That was the original one that was on PlayStation 3. That was Rocket League's predecessor. Super Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars.
You guys are probably gonna hate me. I never had a PS3. I only had an Xbox 360.
I was the same. I never had a PS3, but
PS3 was the pinnacle, man. PS3 is like the console that I've still. My PS3's sitting right there.
We were on the losing side, Monkey. It's okay. We were on the losing side.
Can I just do something? Hi to Yui and hi to Catvan. Hello.
Oh, if we're doing shoutouts, hi, Mum.
Yeah, hi Viper's mum. See you later.
Hi, chat.
She's dead.
But aye, my PlayStation 3's still there, right underneath my PlayStation 4, man. Do you know what I mean? It's still one of my prized possessions. I love my PS3. It's such a great console.
Well, I think I don't know if we talked about this in last week's podcast. We've definitely talked about it in podcasts before. But in terms of consoles, what they used to be compared to what they are now, it's like before when like it was PS3 or Xbox 360, that was a genuinely hard choice. You'd be like, oh, the 360's this and it's this and this, PS3's this and this, or 360 you get this game, Xbox you get this game, Now it's a case, oh, I wonder what console I'm going to buy. Oh, I know, I think I'm going to buy a Switch. Like,
yeah, I can see what you mean. I mean,
you know, it's like there's only two consoles you really fight over, and it's over two different things. If you want portable, cool, get a Switch. If you don't want a portable, you want a good gaming system, oh, get a PS4.
You want a good gaming system, get a PS4.
Well, I think we can, like,
quote marks.
I've never sold a games console, like, on purpose ever in my life, bar the Xbox One. And I sold the Xbox One to get a PS4.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never sold one of my consoles either. But at the same time, I didn't buy an Xbox One. I didn't have an Xbox 360 either.
Does it count as selling something if it's your brother's? Because that's what I did to my brother's old Xbox. Like, he pissed me off and I just sold it to him.
Such a dick move.
Well, it didn't really like go on eBay or anything, but like he noticed, he went, "Why is my Xbox on there?" I'm like, I don't know.
Is that a case of this is why Mum doesn't fucking love you? Is that what was going on there?
Well, considering he moved out and I just saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm selling it. And he said, you can sell it if you want. And then was like, why are you selling my shit? And I'm like, I'm not. You just literally say, and like, not joking, we had an argument about it. And like, my mum just said, either shut up or else I'm like gonna hit both of you.
We just got an insight into Chaos Monkey's life, and I'm going to culture our pick services.
Yes, a 24-year-old is getting abused by his mum, and they're just going to go, he can handle it.
Here we were talking about Epic. I think the big thing, Cod, remember you were saying what they've got against them.
Mm-hmm.
The most thing is they keep saying, oh, it's helping us, but we're not getting games cheaper on Epic anywhere else where they were.
It helps developers because at the end of the day, we've got it great right now.
Yeah, No, but that's
nobody can deny consumers for gaming have got it.
Yeah,
amazing
consumers
right now.
do have it great. I mean, I'll bring up the argument that I constantly make. Games are still 50 quid.
yeah,
20,
that's what
20 years later. Do you know what I mean? It's like 50 quid in 1999 would buy you so much. I mean, think what you could get in the supermarket for 50 quid, right? You could get almost double that 20 years ago, right? And the games are still the exact same price, and there's so much more money getting put into game development. So you're right, Viper. As consumers, we've got it good. We've got it fucking really good.
We have games literally right at our fingertips. If I want to go and buy a game right now, I just need to click a button and then click buy now. Like, and it's not going to cost me a penny more, and it's on my PC.
Thank you for the host, Cat Von.
Within 2 seconds. Like, we have it great. The game, like, is Candonian in the chat?
I think Candonian's still streaming.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
still.
gonna say, because if Candonian's in the chat, I'm about to suck his cock for 3 minutes. But game developers are the ones who have it bad right now, because they're making small game developers are making next to no money off these games. And what's even worse is that one of the best engines out there is made by Epic Games, the Unreal 4 engine. But the way that they've rigged it is that they get, 25% of everything you make? Is that what it was?
No, Epic Games only take 12%.
But it's like a constant, isn't it?
12%. That's what they take. 12 to 88%. Steam take 30, and you get 70. Steam take massive.
So the reason that loads of these it's if you're looking at it in terms of a business term, if I was an employee at company A and I was getting paid £8 an hour, and then company B came along and went, "Oh, you can do the exact same job, but we'll pay you £10 an hour," I'm going to jump ship. Like, it's at the end of the day, they need to think about themselves.
Aye.
And it's totally understandable why they do it.
It's not the developers I'm saying, it's actual people, like the actual Epic people I'm talking about.
Oh,
like,
the employees, or
no,
like the publisher.
Yeah, I mean a publisher, like they're buying games. Like, if I don't mind, like, see, like the cut, they're giving them better cut for the developers. That's good. But like us, they're not giving us like deals or like it's still not even got a shopping basket. That's how bad the Epic is.
Aye, they've just kind of threw their shop up there. They opened their shop up. They never had any way to fucking report things or any forums or anything like that. Aye.
That just reminds me of the meme of like, "Shut it, nobody's going to steal from you. You've not even got a fucking telly."
And the security as well is a lot less apparently on Epic. Apparently that's more prone to getting like hanged, like you're getting hacked and that.
Do you think they're gonna do like Transformers that can floss and everything? Because, well, it's Epic Games and they invented Fortnite shit.
The thing is that Epic know how to market themselves. Like, look what brand do Epic have on lockdown that is probably the best brand deal you've seen in the past 5 years? They have fucking Marvel. They put Avengers shit into the game. So all the 12-year-old kids who are playing the game in the first place are now going to steal mummy and daddy's credit card and make sure they don't get a nice Christmas. Like, that's what's going to happen, and it's brilliant.
Isn't it like...
It's annoying as fuck, but it's brilliant.
Isn't it like most divorce now is through like Fortnite and all this?
Most divorce?
Yeah, like, I'm not joking, like, there's more divorces due to Fortnite, like, because there's arguments about, like, the children stealing credit cards, I believe.
Why would that cause divorce? That would cause my kids
I'm not joking, like, hang on, I'll Google it right now, right?
Aye, give article on this,
That wouldn't be a divorce lawyer, that'd be a foster lawyer.
But gaming's, like, always going to cause divorces. Get off that computer.
Yeah, here we go, right?
Do you know what I mean?
It is 5% of divorce petitions. No, hang on. Oh, at least 200 divorces have happened due to Fortnite.
If that's the case, they shouldn't have been together in the first place. Like you hear those things, like you were going to get divorced one way or another.
It's like
Yeah.
She's sleeping with the personal trainer. Deal with it.
You can just imagine, like, it's like, oh, how did you get divorced? Oh, I basically, like, I accidentally cheated. How did you get divorced? Fortnite.
I spent my wife's wage on V-Bucks. Whoops.
How did you get divorced? She said Tilted Towers.
I lost too hard on her last night. I'm yeeted all over the room.
But we're going to just quickly move on to the next subject anyway. We're going to talk about the free PSN and Xbox Gold games for this month. One of the free games on PSN this month, they came out on May 6th, is What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm sure Kelly was playing that, right? So, What Remains of Edith Finch is going to be free this month on PlayStation, and Overcooked is going to be free this month on PlayStation. Both are out on May 6th.
That was really good.
We have good month.
Xbox Gold is going to be Marooners, and that's coming out on May 1st and will be available to the 31st. That's available for the full month on Xbox Gold. Then there's a game called Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon. That's available from May 1st to May 15th on Xbox Gold. There's the Golf Club. It's a fucking golf game. It's available for 16th of May to the 15th of June. And Comic Jumper, which looks absolutely fucking amazing. Right.
Well, I've played it. It's good.
Comic Jumper, that's free from May 16th to June 15th on Xbox Gold. So we're going to watch through the trailers in order that
Just saying, we won this month. PS4 won this month.
So here is the trailer for What Remains of Edith Finch.
Is Marooners that astronaut game, by the way?
No.
I'm sure my mom was just...
No, that's Astroneer, isn't it? I think that's Astroneer I'm thinking of.
Oh, wait,
Gives a wee bit of silence, I'll tell you when
Now
the
that there's
thing's
only
finished.
one
Right.
of us left, I thought it was time I heard the stories. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. But it had to end one way or another.
So yeah, if Kelly was here, he'd be screaming and shouting, "Yes, play Edith Finch, play Edith Finch, play Edith Finch." Kelly was playing it. It's one of those
There you
games
go.
that's just a pure trip.
We saw this clip on stream. It's
What was the next game in the order?
rolling.
Next
shark,
game was
do.
Overcooked. Overcooked is the next game that's going to be free on PlayStation. We'll have a wee look at that. But
Overcooked is such an infuriating game.
Edith Finch looks really, really good. It looks really, really good.
Gordon Ramsay,
Hey,
like,
I've only got one thing to say. People, if you play it, don't go too far off the course, because I fell through the map once when I played it.
Were you a shark?
I don't know. Maybe I got killed by the shark,
Right.
but I just was walking.
Here is the
next thing I
trailer
know-
for Overcooked.
That's the looking at us.
Oh, right.
I noticed like Viper was pointing down. I was like, "What's happening?"
Oh, this is a clip. This is like a success clip and stuff.
Shut up, right?
Right, their face.
Can't believe that shit. So there's Overcooked. You heard the music for it twice over, right? Let's just fucking... I'm having a good one tonight, right?
Yeah, you're having a fantastic one.
It's because there's always so much going on, man. There needs to be, we need to, it's just a nightmare. But Overcooked looks really good. I don't know if it's up to 4-player, but I know you can play it 2-player. I know you can play it online. Is it up to 4-player?
It's 4-player on the Switch, so you can, I'm guessing you'll be able to get 4-player on the PS4.
Aye, it looks like a game that you could play up to 4-player. That's why I thought it would be, but I wasn't going to say it with conviction unless it was confirmed. Hello, Dario Lone Wolf, man. That was not the only fuck up that's took place tonight, and it probably won't be the last. Next on the list is Marooners. We'll get a wee look at Marooners. See, Overcooked. Is Lemmy no voice some of the characters or do something? Is Lemmy no involved in Overcooked somehow?
I don't think so.
I'm sure he is.
I don't think so.
No, it was a cooking game he was involved in. I can't remember what it was, but...
I see. I knew that rung a bell in my head. But let's have a wee look at Marooners.
I think it might have been a VR one you're talking about. This is a VR cooking one I'm thinking it might be in.
Do you know what we should have done?
A legendary treasure. On a faraway island, a mix of exotic treasure hunters, and one terrible curse. Just as you're playing a minigame, you switch, and switch, and switch back, and switch again. Switch, switch, switch. Choose your favorite Marooner, and run, jump, and slap your way to victory. Whatever you do, don't die. Play this exciting party game with your friends in the comfort of your own living room, or with your friends online, or with everyone online, or in any combination of up to 6 players in party mode or arena mode.
No, what we should do,
Can
like
you
same
handle the
outfits and
chaos?
just like every time it
Get
changes
Marooners
over,
now
just change.
on Steam.
So aye, there's Marooners. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
A wee puzzle game, and I see when we were all like frantically switching our hats and Viper's changing his t-shirt and all that. The game was the trailer was going switch, 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 switch. I was trying my hardest not to fucking buckle laughing, man. I was like, fuck, man. But aye, Marooners looks like the games look really good this month. That's why we're looking at the trailers. Do you know what I mean? The games look amazing.
Oh yeah, totally. We're not totally like just changing into outfits.
Here's Earth Defense Force, Insect Apocalypse. This one is just weeb at its nut. Here we go. Hey Epic Doom, how you doing, man? We're just having a wee look at the free games on PSN and Xbox. We're going to be watching this trailer for Earth Defense Force right now.
2000X アメリカニューデトロイト宇宙から謎の生命体が襲来人類を滅亡に追い込む巨大生物の地球侵略が始まったアメリカ生まれのもう一つの EDF 緊急出動圧倒的な数で迫り来るラベジャーを迎撃せよ
Aye, so the trailer's quite long for that, so we're going to skip it. Now you pretty much got the feeling of it. It's Godzilla ants. It's fucking Godzilla ants, but there's KaosMunkey with his 14 hats on. Grim has changed. Grim evolved during that trailer there.
He's now Grimace.
Grimace Prime.
There's SMviper's new attire, and I didn't change because I'm a weirdo. But Earth Defense Force looks great, man. It looks like one of those games that it looks like one of those games. First look, you're like, oh, it's just a game where you're just kind of shooting things, and then you're like, wow, there's big giant wasps and all that, yes, and a pure Japanese commentary.
That looks like one of the games that give me the absolute bulk. Like, it doesn't take much for me to actually throw up in my mouth during games. I've thrown up in my mouth during playing Skyrim once, just because a hag raven said to me, "Come in and we'll consummate our marriage," and I literally went. That game would make me puke.
But the last trailer we're going to look at tonight, or we're not going to look at the golf trailer, right? It's a fucking golf game, right? We're Scottish, the land where golf was created. It's golf, right? Just forget about it.
I don't know why golf games are popular at all.
Before we continue,
I don't know why sports games are popular at all.
What, KaosMunkey?
How long is this trailer on for? Is that all the trailers done?
That's all the trailers.
One more trailer. One more trailer.
Okay.
It's comic book jumper, mate. Wait till you see this. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what that reminds me? Like Condonian's game he's making, kind of.
A wee bit.
Yeah, like I mean the side-scrolling kind of shooting mechanic kind of thing.
Right, here's comic book jumper.
I didn't think it was so bad. I mean,
it was horrible. It was all wrong.
The muscles look pretty good.
Oh my God! Someone get me something to drink.
I'm your worst nightmare.
You're the worst actor.
Has someone said that before? Oh, sorry, hand slipped.
This isn't bad.
Oh, there it goes again.
I'm not kidding.
How'd that happen?
I will bite your chin.
Hey kids, if you're looking to play with a real hero, play with me.
Whoa!
Actually, I just realized what I said there.
I think you're gonna have to register in this neighborhood.
You can edit that in post, right?
Fine. Okay, I'll do some voiceover. Jump into different comic books. Alter their storylines. Run, jump, shoot. Art style changes as you explore new comics. Cool. I like that idea. I like this track too. Dugga 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 dugga. A new style of gameplay. An experience unlike any other. Oh, who wrote that? Great copywriter. Comic Jumper, the adventures. Oh my! You put his name on it?
I don't. Did you hear? I heard a mouth noise. It might have been my stomach noise. I didn't eat much of a lunch.
Where are you?
Hey, hold on.
We have an emergency. We need you back at the base right now.
Well, as you can tell, by built food, I've got things to do. It was totally fun. I love you and you.
You just shot someone.
That's not telling me about that.
Oh,
I'll come by and pick up the check next week if that's cool.
No gonna lie, I want to play comic book jumper.
Yeah, it did look interesting, yeah.
I want to play it, man. It looks amazing. It just looks as if it's one of those games that's going to be so much fun when you're playing it. Jumping through the different comic books, the art style changes and all that. How you doing, Kelly? And how you doing, Epic Doom? Sorry we couldn't welcome you properly. Kelly likes a bit of golf, see, there you go. Some people like it. But comic book jumper looks really, really good. But to recap, PlayStation games are as follows for this month. What Remains of Edith Finch comes out on May 6th, which is tomorrow, and Overcooked May 6th tomorrow on PSN. Xbox Gold is Marooners and Earth Defense Force, last Insect Armageddon. Insect Armageddon is May 1st to the 15th, and Marooners is May 1st to the end of May. Golf Club is May 16th to June 15th, and Comic Book Jumper is May 16th. So it's a couple of weeks before you can get your hands on Comic Book Jumper. But we'll let you know when it's coming out. We'll let you know the week as it's coming out as well. So, you guys going to pick up any of those games? I know I'll be picking up the 2 for PlayStation.
Same. Then again, no matter what game it is, I kind of always pick it up for PlayStation.
Sometimes I don't. I mostly add them to my library if it's a decent game before I download them. Because if you add them to your library, that's basically claiming ownership of it. But I'll definitely be getting Edith Finch. I think I'll be streaming that. Because Kelly found that Edith Fish, I know. Shut it, right? What about you, Grim? You going to pick up any of the games?
Probably the Comic Book Jumper and Edith Finch, probably.
What about you? Don't know who that is up there that's took place at KaosMunkey, but did you...
Stand back, there's a hurricane coming through.
I am the night.
But you be picking up any of those games that we've seen there?
I might. Comic Book Jumper looks pretty good, and like Edith Finch looks pretty good, or whatever her name is.
Edith Finch is one of the ones I think people should pick up regardless if they think it's good or not, and give it a wee play.
I was watching Killy stream it, and it really
yeah, that's why I'm recommending it, because I seen Kelly play it and he was having a lot of fun. It was really funny. So Edith Finch is the top pick for this month. PlayStation seems to have the better games, but Comic Book Jumper just looks so freaking good. Just looks like one of those games.
There's also another game like that, exactly like the same kind of premise, but you play like a Streets of Rage kind of thing. You go through people's comic books, something similar to Comic Book Jumper.
I do like this sort of side-scrolly fighty games. There's not been a lot of them out over the past few years, so it's good to see them again. But moving on to the next topic, have you seen that Razer have finally caved to pressure and they're going to be making a Razer toaster?
It's going to be sending text.
Please are they actually, oh my god, they are.
Somebody started this on Facebook 5 years ago. There's been 45 Facebook likes and 12 tattoos. What it means with the tattoos is, it says it down here, a tattoo counts for 100,000 likes. So some 12 people actually got a Razer toaster tattooed on them, right? But some of the features people were saying, like, where is it? I fully expect this toaster to have programmable RGB lighting, and maybe Razer will find a way to actually toast your gamer tag into the bread. At the very least, it should be able to toast a minimum of 4 slices while changing colours to indicate the level of toastiness. What would you guys like to see from a Razer toaster?
Be better than my computer.
I want to see that toaster run Call of Duty better than anything on the market at this moment in time.
like VR and everything, you can actually watch your toast get toasted.
You should get a wee screen on it just to show you inside it, so you can stream the inside your toaster to people.
see how you can put a USB stick into your PC to boost your RAM.
Yeah.
You should be able to do something like that with your Razer toaster, right? And it comes up on your PC saying your PC is now connected to Razer toaster.
It should play music. That would be pretty cool.
Should play music and like it should. Do you know what I mean? It should like play different types of music. Do you know what I mean? It should play like calm music if the toast is just lightly toasted, and all the way up to like heavy metal when it's pure burnt in your toast. Do you know what I mean? You're in fucking then a piss and your toaster's going.
Like all your keyboards all over the place.
What's that? If there is some things I want on this toaster, first of all, I want Twitch connectivity so my viewers can control how much toast I eat.
Let's see suggestions in chat as well for what we'd like to see on Razer toaster, boys and girls.
Yeah, I want programmable sounds, so every time a piece of toast is ready, all I hear is like, that would be amazing. Can we actually get gnomes? Can we put gnomes on toast?
Well, I'm looking at it again. What are these? There's like 2 ports.
Is that like headphones?
Mate,
yeah.
Mate.
Oh my god, that would be weird.
Right? Can you imagine? Right? It's got it's no, right, hold on a minute here. I'm putting my cell phone close up camera, right? Hold on. Can you imagine? Right? It charges just like a phone. And you use it when you're out and about and you're sitting on the train making toast. Yes. Give us it, Razor. Give us it, portable toast. Portable toast, and it charges your phone.
What if those weren't actually inputs? What if they were actually butter dispensers?
Butter, one's for butter and one's for jam, like that. Yes.
Just press the button and it just goes like.
Maybe we have to connect a printer to the toaster to print our toast.
3D print toast.
3D print toast.
What else could we possibly put on toast?
I don't know if you can mind, but there was a comic, like a comedy thing. It was with a toaster where it was talking to people. It was like, "Do you want toast?" And I can't remember what it's from. It's a cartoon or something, I think.
Talking
Is it Futurama? No, I think it's Futurama. Maybe Futurama. It was quite a good.
Draw something on your phone and it toasts it for you. There's a cracking suggestion.
The amount of dicks you can draw on that toast, I'd be so happy. Because I go, well, look, I'm my friend.
Mate, that would be hard to do. You've just got an X and a Y axis, right? And you've basically got in the middle, you've got one heating element and it's attached to the X and Y axis on booms, and you can move it about anywhere the way you can, do you know what I mean? The way you would fucking move about a 3D printer to print. And they could totally do that. You could totally draw something on your phone and get it printed on toast. Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
I've just had no idea that you put your keyboard in, you put the coordinates to where you want your toast launched when it comes out.
It's a yeet machine.
I'm just kind of thinking though, what if your toaster got hacked one day, and then all of a sudden you hear the music going off in the middle of the night? Why is it making toast?
Yeah, the Jaws feed.
Some chappie's on your door. It's like
no, like you pull the toast out and it just says sub to PewDiePie. Like...
I'd actually.
He totally missed a trick there. See if he'd have said sub to SMviper, I'd have been fucking crying.
I'll go downstairs one day, pull my toast out, and all I'll see is, what does that say? Or
it's just like the picture of the gnome. You're like,
if you can, Cod's going to try and put that song in the toaster Viper.
Totally, man. Totally.
You know what will happen though, right? If that's the case, somebody will actually take frame by frame of different, like a video, right? And they'll make a stop motion video of toaster. So it'll be an actual video, but Toast Vision.
Oh, that cut out.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say all the.
We got Toast Vision, and that was it, Viper, from that.
Toast Vision. Tell us what Toast Vision is, Viper.
So.
Totally cut out, man. See if you can get in and out the call, because your camera's a wee bit off time with your camera as well. Just get in and come back in. Aye, there you go. Hopefully that sorts out all his problems.
Oh god, look at that. Oh
that's
god.
Alright, he'll be back in 2 minutes. He'll be back.
Can I just say, I look like I'm trying to merge with like...
We could, right, cool. There he's back, and everything is good with the world. But aye, Razor made a toaster. Well done, or they're making a toaster. It says it's going to take them a few... Wait, hold on a minute. This is one thing I thought was right weird as well. Here it's right here. Razor CEO Min Ling Tan caved to fans' wishes after years of toaster hopefuls asking him about it every time he posted on Facebook. I'm going to put together my team of designers and engineers. It will take a few years, but I will be sure to share the progress, said Tan. Mate, toasters exist. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a perfected technology. It's been about since my gran. Do you know what I mean?
Actually, you go first, Viper.
Grim, you go first. You always let him go first.
Right.
Stop being so polite, you dick.
Aye, stop being so polite.
What if the toaster actually prints like your text messages up?
Mate, you'd be forever eating toast. But stop messaging me.
What happens if your ma picks up the toast?
Hey babe, I'm hard. It's like, what is this?
It's like a printer just prints everything off for you. It's like, there you go. These are your messages for the day.
Why is COD asking you to come and draw penises at 10:30 on a Sunday night.
Why
Because Jackbox, baby!
why did it say here, follow KaosMunkey on Twitch?
He just he's gonna get about hacking all the razor toasters, isn't he? Follow KaosMunkey on Twitch.
Wait, oh my god, wait. If you could then, if that was the case, you could text someone. What if, like, a really popular female Twitch streamer, like, her number got and she just starts getting dick pics via toast. Like,
see if they done that, that's inevitably gonna happen if they done something like that. So, like,
I just realised, right, you'll get loads and loads and loads of, like, normal lightly burnt toast of one bread size, then you'll get 3 really burnt ones.
Do you know what I just thought? Right, they could totally combine. See how nobody uses their voicemail and nobody uses answering machines. Why don't we connect those two together and turn them into a toaster, right? And your toaster's sitting in the kitchen going, "You have voicemail," and then you're like, the only way to get the voicemail is to actually make toast. It just prints it out on your toast. You're like, all right, okay, I've got a meeting at right. I need to be. So it's a perfect secret communication. Do you know what I mean? It's guaranteed. All the evidence is done. It's gone, man. You can have secret
just
messages.
Just hand your P45 into your new job, and it's just on a piece of bread. People who use Warburtons. This is Hovis.
You just have that one person like, is that gluten free? And it's like, bitch, I'm better slap you so hard with this toast.
Toast slapped.
I'll probably record like how many pieces of bread you eat, like what calories they are, how many, like, what's the macros and shit.
Can you see? I like how me and Cod have just got our keyboards and we're gonna see how many calories it is for toast.
No, I'm getting ready. No. I'm just putting in the next thing into the box, so I've got my next subject to go to when I'm ready for it.
I can't way too much fun with this toaster.
Next subject's a good one.
In calories in toast, 313.
It's not too bad.
It's not very good for like well, then again.
But it's a piece of fucking bread, mate. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you expect 1,000 calories in that piece of bread?
Calories in bread.
Well, that's the weird thing, because when you cook vegetables, right, there's fucking hardly anything if you eat them raw. But if you cook them, all the good stuff like develops.
But I suppose maybe the caramelization brings up the calories a wee bit. Maybe it's much less than that just for a piece of bread. Check out how much calories is in a piece of bread.
Alexa,
there you go.
How many calories in a piece of bread?
A typical bread has 265 calories.
Aye, so it does put the calories up a bit. There you go.
I love that. A typical bread has 200.
What's a
typical bread?
What is a typical bread? It doesn't explain what kind of bread it is. Is it plain? Is it pan? Is it brown bread?
Is it gluten free?
Is it a baguette they've chucked in a toaster?
See, when you said that there, man, all that flashed through my head was 700 hungry brains will testify to that. If it's butter, cheese or chilli, if the breed is plain or pan.
I'm glad that I at least know that song.
Oh, man. The Jelly Piece song, man.
By the way, Cod, you and Viper got that fucking stupid song in my head for yesterday.
What song?
I'm like a bird. It's been in my head all day.
That's what we were thinking about, making Pigeon's fucking entrance. Pigeon just comes out to, I'm like a bird, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, yeah.
That's been in my head all day. I've been listening to music trying to drive out my head. It's still there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have been known to get songs stuck in people's heads, haven't I? We're going the wrong way.
Okay. You
What?
don't look very happy.
Who doesn't look happy?
This is my resting bitch face.
But we are going to let's move on to the next subject. The next subject of conversation tonight is Chinese PC gamers are set to outnumber the population of the USA by 2023. So let's have a fucking look at this article, right, man?
It is a totally they turned the wains against this moment.
By 2023, there will be an estimated 354 million PC gamers playing online games in China, more than the entire population of the United States. That overwhelming number of players will be responsible for making China's enormous games industry an estimated $16 billion by the same year. And keep in mind that the mobile games is an even bigger market in China. These figures come from leading Asian game market research and consultant Nico Partners. That was Nico Partners is the one that we had that graph from last week as well. Which not only summarises the 2018 year for PC gaming in China, but also projects what the industry will be in 2023. If you're surprised the size of Chinese PC gaming market, you shouldn't be. It's been exploding in growth since 2001, when the total market was only worth 100 million. Nico Partners found Lisa Cosmos Hansen told me in an interview. What is surprising, however, is that how the Chinese PC games market has remained resilient in spite of heavy government regulations. In March 2018, the Chinese government put a temporary freeze on licensing all new games. On the licensing of all new games must obtain to legally publish and monetize in China. That ban on new licenses lasted almost a whole year and caused Nico Partners to adjust their initial forecast downward for 2018. So, there's a fucking, like, China's gone mental. Like, you can imagine, like, if there wasn't that big restriction on games, how much bigger it would be. Do you know what I mean? It'd probably be bigger than the US population this year or next year. But that's fucking crazy, ain't it? Who wants to take up on that one?
What if they're actually just training robot soldiers? They're going to build a shit ton of robots.
Well, that's one thing that I noticed at Insomnia was there was the army were at Insomnia and they were basically saying
as well. I was like, the fuck.
They were basically we need gamers to pilot our drones, and you're like, no. You can't have been lying for 20 years saying gaming's turning people into killers and been lying for all that time, and now they're like, no, we're actually going to turn gamers into killers now. No. Don't do it. Stop being bastards.
Like, I remember that, like, that's such a, what's it called, like, a really bad topic. Like, GTA, like, like, you can kill people and everything. That makes you into killers. And I was like, I've been stabbing, like, prostitutes since I was, like, 10, and that hasn't changed. I'm like, I'd love to do it in GTA, because I get my money back.
The first time he met a prostitute when he was 19, he was like, I don't want to be here.
Reaction with me. I'm just like, get me a situation.
Aye, it's like what you do in a video game. That's why it's a video game. We are not that stupid that we believe video games to be the real world. That what we can do in a video game, I can do outside. Because do you know what I mean? I'm not cutting about outside with a fucking axe pretending I'm Kratos. You know what I mean? Throw the axe and like that. Why is it not coming back?
You do. It's called cosplay.
Aye, but do you know what I mean? Like cosplayers, they know it's not real, and like that's what these fucking media outlets for the past 20 years have been assuming, that we're that stupid that we'll go and fucking do what we've been doing in video games. Do you know what I mean? It's like, see if I had to do what I do in video games, I'd be out there founding a whole new civilization. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking.
Yeah. If I was doing what I done in video games, I'm pretty sure I'd be dead.
Yeah, same.
Vanessa would have taken over by now.
But aye, Chinese population of PC gamers. Might take anybody else, might take that one up.
I feel like...
Well, they can encourage that. They do like university courses in PC, like gaming, like actually as a career.
Where is my video game high school?
Yeah, like...
That's what they've actually got that. They've actually made that, and there's like some, I think it's the US, I think there's one place in the UK as well, it's offering a course.
It'll be Abertay.
Yeah.
A course for, what do you mean?
Anywhere, it's
like actually like going like professional, like get our reflexes up for like games and that, like actually for like a profession. It's like they've actually
got cunts in gyms and all that.
Aye, they've got like different.
No, they're not doing this. They're more or less having the controller in their hand, and just tapping A or something.
Yeah, they're like training the reflexes and like for certain games and that.
Cables attached to their thumbs, and then it goes up, and there's a weight. Do you know what I mean? They're like lifting the weights.
And that China's got like the most, say, like for MMOs, like people to grind when they first come out. There's a lot of companies in China that does that. Like they make their money for actually grinding for like people.
But like,
you always see it on like when you first start like a new MMO or something. It's like, oh, we're giving you all this for. You always get this bot chat hangs.
Yeah. Like, isn't it like in like China, like, or what was it China?
Aye.
Is it China? Yeah. Like
China.
China. There's a lot like of video games like they do like gambling and everything. I'm not saying all China. There's gambling and all that, and they put
There's a lot of mobile ones in China that.
Aye, I
are
did say
really
that the
popular.
mobile market is much bigger than the PC market, so like
Yeah,
take
like-
that into account as well.
What I'm just thinking as well, right, is
Just I think they call it gacha games or something, isn't it? Or something like you pay money to open like wee crate things to catch
I
stuff.
wanted to be racist so badly then.
That's called microtransactions.
Yeah, but that's what they call it in China, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm sure that's what it's called.
correct.
Yeah,
What was
it's a Chinese version of EA.
Really? I'll leave you guys.
Fuck's sake.
Everyone tried to keep a straight face after you said that, and I'm like, no. I looked at COD and I was like, shit.
But what was the first game you've ever played on a PC?
Roller Coaster Tycoon. I remember that.
I think it was Elder Scrolls Above, I think.
Mine's was Mine's was Solitaire, man.
Like I remember like, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Remember when like it was like I think it was Roller Coaster 95, and like my brother.
Right, well,
like,
I'm gonna go to close-ups, right? And when I say your name, it's your close-up, and we're gonna say roar to Madcap. Right, first it's me. Roar, Viper.
Fucking roar!
Chaos.
Roar.
Grim. There you go.
I'm just there going, how the fuck are we doing this?
But aye, the reason I asked that is because my first game that I played in PC was Solitaire, and Solitaire this week was entered into the World Video Game Hall of Fame. It finally made it! Yay! I didn't even know there was a World Video Game Hall of Fame.
Yeah, was there not a few things that went? Actually, it was no like 4 things.
I have
went
no
there.
idea.
I seen it on. I only seen it on Twitter. I seen it on Twitter. There was like 4 different games went in, as far as I know.
Right.
World Video Game Hall of Fame. There it's there. Thank you, Google. I'm such a slow typer. You're a godsend. Right, here's the World Video Game Hall of Fame. Like, there's Solitaire there, right at the top. But where is it?
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I thought Mortal Kombat went in.
Where is it? Is it an actual place or?
Where's my Street Fighter?
No, it's just online.
Huh?
Fucking
It'd be
hell.
quite good, like if it was an actual real place, you could still play it and stuff. That'd be class.
Sonic the Hedgehog. we'll get that's in the topic list for the night. We'll get to that. Space Invaders, Space World, don't know. Street Fighter 2, Super Mario Bros. Colossal Cave Adventure, Donkey Kong, Doom, Final Fantasy 7, Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah.
John Madden Football, Legend of Zelda.
Halo. Oh, that was...
Oh no, like it's there. The Game Hall of Fame is Rochester, New York.
New York.
It's actually a place. It's actually a
The
place.
Oregon Trail.
So it's actually in New York in like a museum.
Aye,
Pokemon
so
Red and Green.
there you go. Solitaire get inducted to that. It's in amongst fucking classic games like Sonic and Mario and Pac-Man and.
How awesome if that museum be if they had like all these like old machines with them all on it, like you could actually play them. Yeah,
probably do.
They're
Yeah.
like, how the hell do you play? Have you seen that video of the girl? The dad hands her like a Game Boy, and she's just there tapping the screen. Like, no. No one's seen that? Am I the only one?
I
have seen it. I have seen it, and the kid's just so confused, and she's trying to hit the screen like, "Why is this not working?" And the dad's like, "This is what makes it work." What do you mean? You don't just actually press the thing? It's like you don't know if they've got it good or bad with the amount of technology they've got at their fingertips nowadays.
I think one of the saddest things I've seen is there was a kid who got given a book. I mean, a physical book, right? And went like this. They went, and I was like, "We're doomed."
We're so doomed. But Madcap says there that Space War was the very first video game ever made. There you go. That's a nice wee fact to know.
But it's Madcap. Is it true?
Probably
Was
is. Madcap's.
I would say Snake. I would think Snake would be before that. Probably. What?
Snake was Nokia. No, man. No, Snake was Nokia. It was
It says here the first ever video game was Pong.
Oh, aye, actually.
And then it was table tennis.
I'm not that old, Christ. I know you're only a year older than me. Don't worry about it, Madcap. We're both old bastards, right? Both old cunts.
See, the
You know
first
what you think
video
about
game,
it, right?
like-
There are some old guys out there that have seen the very start of gaming and seen what it has become now. And like, I wonder if there's any like people out there, like a granddad or something, who like his first memory is like 5-6 years old, was playing Pong. And, like,
I remember playing Pong on the Atari in my grand's house. My gran used to have one. I remember playing it on the old cathode ray TVs.
Cap says the first game he ever played was Sonic 1 on the Mega Drive. God, the Sega Mega Drive, that's so god that.
Sonic 1 was my first console game as well.
That's how I got into like Knuckles and everything. I'm happy.
I would have actually been happier with a Shadow movie than a Sonic movie, to be honest.
What, you want an edgy movie?
I'd rather have that.
Let's just take that bridge, right? There's 2 print screens here, and we're just going to talk about how bad the Sonic looks compared to the new ones, right?
Alright. Okay.
There's an artist rendition of a new Sonic, what he should look like. It looks so much fucking better. It's not even funny how much better it looks.
Why does the first one look like Cat in the Hat's brother?
Because the first one is the one that they were ready to release the movie.
Yeah.
Like holy shit! It doesn't even look like Sonic, man. It's getting
like he had like human teeth as well, and everyone's like, "That's disgusting." Like I prefer the one to the right. That's the one I want.
Yeah, that's just an artist rendition. That's no them actually having redone it, but it looks so much better. Sonic's got his iconic eyeballs, because that's what makes Sonic. Is those the shape of the eyes?
Don't you mean his iconic eyeball?
Well, aye, but they've split it into 2 there. But it's a good job of splitting it into 2. At least it looks as if they tried. Where this one, they're just like, right, Sonic's a blue hedgehog, right? Obviously it needs eyes, cool. There's a couple eyes and some ears and that, and right, cool, go with it. It looks terrible. He's not even got gloves on. Like, he just looks like a fucking ape. Do you know what I mean? Sonic always had stupid gloves on.
And where's his big shoes? He's not got big shoes on.
I'm just thinking, right? Do you think Sonic has like a Yeezy endorsement?
A what endorsement?
Like an endorsement with Yeezys.
What's the Yeezys?
You know, Kanye West's shoe brand.
I have no fucking idea. I have no care in the world. Do you think I follow fucking what Kanye West's doing? Hold on
I
the
didn't actually
new.
know Kanye West made Yeezy.
Hold on the new, and I'll just fucking Google Kanye West and burn some of my life doing that. Good idea, Viper.
But yeah, like when you, I don't understand how on one hand you have Sonic the Hedgehog that looked god awful, and on the other hand you had Detective Pikachu, which looks so right.
Yeah.
Like there isn't a character there that looks wrong.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Mime.
Well, he was always.
Mr. Mime just looks wrong in general.
Yeah.
Wrong in general.
Jinx, I think Jinx will look wrong as well.
Oh no, I don't want to see Jinx.
I don't know if Viper's the youngest here. I don't know. It's me that's the youngest here, actually.
What?
I'm
How old are you, Monkey?
I'm 24.
What age are you, Grim?
27.
So it is Viper that's the youngest here then?
How old are you, Viper?
I'm 20.
He's still a baby. Viper's like 12 and shit. Hey Megan Davidson. Hey Gamer Princess. Hey Folk Chronicles. How yous doing? Welcome to the stream, man. And remember, guys and girls, if you want to ask us any questions at any point, feel free to click into the podcast questions section up the top and enter your questions in here, and we'll get to them. Oh, there's one.
Oh.
Has one heard of the Sister Podcast? The Sister Podcast is the podcast that Hype CW. No, it's the Folk Chronicles have got a stepsister podcast. It's called the Unmonetisables podcast, and this week I'm the fucking guest. Woohoo! So it's a good podcast this week. Kidding on, Cap. Kidding on. I really like their podcast, man. It's the same three guys. On our podcast, it's the same two. We won 2 guests. They do it 3 people. We 1 guest on their podcast. It's 6 weeks younger than ours, and it's been gone every week the same as ours. So feel free to check out the Stepsister podcast and the Scots We Sold podcast. The Unmonetisables on Folk Chronicles. Links are down below if you're watching on YouTube, and Folk Chronicles will put a link into his YouTube channel in the Twitch chat right now. But yeah, guys, feel free to ask us questions in that podcast question section as well. Didn't realise I was still looking at Sonic as well.
At least Dr. Eggman looked good.
Dr. Eggman looks alright, aye.
Yeah, I'm happy enough with Jim Carrey.
Shall we watch the trailer?
Put the trailer in chat, and we shall watch trailer. Yes, why not?
Yeah, I think Tails might be in it, but we've not seen Tails.
I'm hoping Ugandan Knuckles is in it.
Ugandan Knuckles.
Oh, it's a meme. It's a meme.
Have you never heard Ugandan Knuckles?
Mate, see when you're busy fucking consuming new media and memes and shit, playing Civ. Know what I mean? Like, right, please don't do that. There's earphone users, come on. Fucking professionalism. Wee bit.
Yeah! Oh my god, how does he not know about Ugandan Knuckles? Look, he's an old boy. We should just shoot him.
Is this Ugandan Knuckles or Sonic's trailer?
Sonic the Hedgehog. I'll get Ugandan Knuckles up.
Full screen.
Gotta go fast.
Minutes ago, an energy surge knocked out power across the entire Pacific Northwest. This needs someone who can figure out exactly what we're dealing with.
You're not suggesting who I think you're suggesting.
We have no choice.
What the? Are you in charge here?
Yes, I am.
Nope!
Wrong. I'm in charge.
Allow me to clarify. In a sequentially ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify. Agent Stone?
The doctor thinks you're basic.
Listen, pal, I don't know if you realize
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name?
Benning.
Nobody cares. SFPD.
Meow.
It looks so fucking bad.
Oh, come on.
I'm pretty sure I heard that Pat was
Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet.
I don't like the voice actor. It doesn't sound very Sonic.
No, but
I'm surprised he didn't just ask if somebody had done the Sonic voice for winning the game.
Whatever this
It'd be fucking
creature is,
easiest option in
our
Norwich.
job is to secure it, neutralize it, see what makes it tick.
Look at this! I took 9 million steps today.
So Sonic's basically the Flash.
Yeah.
How much longer? I keep
No, but see like that Sonic, they could have literally coloured in Rocket Raccoon a different colour, and it'd probably been a better Sonic than what was there.
I just want to know who's the voice actor for Sonic?
I have no idea, man.
Nolan North.
It's Nolan fucking.
Wow. Wow. He's in everything, like literally.
Evening Pigeon.
Yeah, the next video I sent you was Ugandan Knuckles. There you go.
Do you know that way?
Hey, what's this?
Yeah,
is this Ugandan fucking?
Do you know the way?
Oh, I have seen this. Right, okay, I have seen that.
You have Ebola.
It's by a guy named Ben Schwartz.
Who? Ben Schwartz? Who's Ben Schwartz?
He voiced.
He's a brother to Ben Wise.
He played who's that? he basically played weirdos. Like he played Clark in The Simpsons. He played Robot Chicken Roger Radcliffe.
Robot Chicken.
Like he's played shit people. The only thing I can see is Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which one though?
Yeah.
Leonardo's the blue one.
No.
What version of TMNT?
It's Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2018. Animated.
Oh, no.
Welcome, Philly boy. Sonic does look like a guy in a blue suit. He really does. It looks really bad. It needs redone, and they says they're going to redo it. So hopefully they do redo it and make him look a lot better. But welcome to the Scots with Soul podcast, man. Pleasure to have you with us.
What you do, right, is go look at a picture of Mike Myers as Cat in the Hat, and then look at a picture of Sonic.
Yeah,
it looks like they've recycled the suit.
Yeah, it does kinda actually.
Because like Cat in the Hat.
I seen that not long ago for some weird reason.
What, Cat in the Hat?
I don't know why. I think it was on the telly or something.
Was it Tim Burton that directed it?
I think it was, yeah. I'm not positive it was.
Oh, look.
This cunt.
Yeah. That picture.
Well, there's Madcap. What?
Just scroll through all these pictures because they're fucking amazing.
No, we're not spending much time on Cat in the Hat.
Like a second, like Cat in the Hat 2.
There's a Cat in the Hat too?
Is there?
Yeah, they said they were doing that, and then like Mike Myers like, I'm not coming back. You'll have to find a better person. And like someone made an It trailer for Cat in the Hat, which is the best. Like,
but do you want to know the best thing that's happened this week? Is literally the fucking Xbox have released a fucking list of acceptable trash talk and unacceptable trash talk. So should we have a gander in this?
Well, see how many.
You should also read this in the style of 12-year-old boys who are angry over the internet.
Right, okay, let's have a look then, right? Xbox community standards now offer examples of trash talk and verbal abuse, right? Basically, they're trying to define what trash talk is. It's quite sad that they have to define this, right? Trash talk includes any light-hearted banter or bragging that focuses on the game at hand and encourages healthy competition. Harassment includes any negative behaviour that's personalised, destructive, or likely to make someone feel unwelcome or unsafe. To qualify as harassment, the behaviour doesn't have to be drawn out or persistent. Even a single abusive message could harm someone's experience. Know when to draw the line, when to back off. Know and respect the other player. Not content with merely defining the term. Microsoft also shared a couple of examples of acceptable trash talk and going too far. Viper, would you like to read some of the acceptable ones?
Get destroyed. Can't believe you thought you were on my level. That was some serious potato aim. Get wrecked. Only reason you went positive was you spent all game camping. Try again, kid. Cheap win. Come at me when you actually drive without running cars off the road. That sucked. Get good, then come back with your KDs over one.
they forgot the one like my dad owns Microsoft.
I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs.
But aye, going too far looks like get sexual threat. Can't believe you thought you were on my level. Hey, profanity. That was some serious potato aim. Get wrecked, trash. Only reason you were positive was you spent all game camping. KYS, kid. What's KYS?
Kill yourself.
Ah, right, okay.
What is KYS? Read it.
Hold on, I'll get the next one. Cheap win, totally expected from a
racial slur.
You suck. Get out of my country. Maybe they'll let you back in when your KD's over. Oh my god.
I know, it's like Microsoft.
Oh my god.
Banter, like, it's just banter.
It's just that's pretty like, hey, sexual content. Can't believe you thought you were on my level. It's
just
like,
saying, right? Microsoft would have never survived a Modern Warfare 2 lobby.
Have you ever been in a Scottish party at a friend's? Do you know what I mean? See the abusive part there? That's pretty much how you talk to your mates when you're playing video games. Like, we do anyway, do you know what I mean? Like, holy shit, if they were listening into any conversations, I wouldn't have a PSN account. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I never do it to people I don't know. It's always like, do you know what I mean? It's like, fucking, that's banter between Scottish cunts. Like, fucking hell, Microsoft.
Marley 13 would not have a career.
No disrespect towards Marley, but yeah, that's a good example.
Just saying, if they hated it, Marley, I wouldn't know who the fuck you are.
Viper is a racial slur button.
I have many buttons. For example,
Hey, wee man.
Let's see some other buttons I've got.
Do you know, like, thunders against racism? He heard racism, and then he's like, nah, mate, get it curbed, right? Right, thunder. We were bringing the subject to light to engage and educate people on it, not to take the piss out of people. Okay, right? Sorry.
Like, since I heard you're being racist and everything, I am both black and white, so this does not matter to me.
Thunder, I'm sorry, I wasn't. I know you're black, white, and brown, right? You transcend all races, right? I know, right? I know you're against racism. Thunder against racism.
One cannot be racist to a dog.
See, do you want to see my pet? I can just get it.
He's going to show us his. Who is that?
Goose from fucking Captain America.
Oh, Captain America? They did Captain America once?
Marvel, sorry, Captain Marvel, sorry.
Alright.
Right, now, can I do that reach again? Or
Team America. Do you know what I mean? Talking about racial slurs, and then he brings up Team America.
I'll see if I can get my pet. Yaldi.
Yaldi,
Hi, guys.
Teammate on Rocket League today told me to die today because I hit the what a save button. There's crossing the line, and people know when they cross the line. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm with Microsoft that something needs to be done about it. Do you know what I mean? Like people stop needing to be so fucking aggressive and so hurtful to people. I mean, they want to be hurtful. They don't necessarily mean it, but they want to be hurtful. That type of person. Do you know what I mean? Like they've got so tilted that the only way to get back is to message somebody angrily and try and attack them. Do you know what I mean? It's like get a grip, get a fucking grip, man.
The best part is when it's fully grown adults as well. I love it when it's fully grown adults.
And they're both calling each other 12-year-olds. They're both fucking 30-year-old men assuming that each other's a 12-year-old.
Your mother's a virgin. How's that my mother virgin when I came out?
I think the best ones I've heard though is that this is a true story. Me and my dad were sitting in the living room. I was playing Call of Duty, right? all of a sudden, I get a message. Say, look, he came. Look. I get a message from this guy like in the lobby, and it was like this 40-year-old Englishman who was like, "I bet you fucking use hacks, you little cunt. You could do." And I was sitting there, and my dad was in tears laughing. He was like, "Look, there he is again. Go kill him again." Bang.
See, the only thing I've had is like, "Oh, you should go kill yourself because of this, and this." And I've just been like, "Mate, I tried years ago. And I'm still alive." And like they just stopped messaging me after that. I went, I messaged them saying, "Do you want to see the scars?" Like I was like,
because people know they've crossed the line. That's why they back off when they get a message like that back. Yeah. I'm a 39-year-old Scottish cunt, so I just shrugged it. But I can see it being hurtful. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've got the thick skin that you could cope with it, but yeah, there's some people who can't. Yeah,
Scottish people insult each other to compliment them.
I know.
First time I met COD, it was "you fucking cunt."
I know. It's like us Scots. We know that it's easier to insult somebody rather than to pay them a compliment. So when you get insulted in a certain way or in a certain tone of voice, you're like, yes, that's because that cunt didn't want to compliment me. Yes. Yes, I'm fucking good at shit.
There's some times where like today, right? I had a problem that was out of my control. I needed to fix quick because of college and stuff. And I was sitting there stressing out. And then Vanessa, within 2 seconds, comes up with the perfect thing to fix it. And in my head I was like, "Thank you so much, that was amazing." But in my head I was also like, "You fucking dick." Like, it's easier to call someone a dick than it is to say thank you.
Yes. Much easier. Did we hear that Ubisoft are attempting to get rid of game keys on Uplay?
How does one get rid of game keys?
I've got the article for it here. I shall read it to you, Viper, as best that I can in my soft, sultry tones. Okay. So Ubisoft are attempting to get rid of game keys, right? Ubisoft have teamed up with digital distribution firm Genba Digital to change its method of selling PC games through third-party sources like Fanatical and Games Republic. The new process is called silent key activation and activates games on platforms like Steam and Uplay automatically rather than giving out codes to retailers and customers. From now on, Ubisoft will sell games through sites that use SCA. Instead of giving a retailer a massive list of keys that could theoretically be pinched or resold, no keys actually passed hands. Genba, which also won't allow the direct access to the key, sets up a key bank that will distribute keys one by one, with each of them being recorded before the next one is sent out, and then the game will be activated on the customer's account. So, if someone goes on the website like Fanatical and buys a Ubisoft product, it will take them through the checkout process, then ask them to enter their Uplay account. If they don't have one, it asks them to set one up. Genba CEO Matt Murphy told Games Industry, right? The game is then automatically activated in the Uplay account. Fanatical doesn't get a key and neither does the player. They just log into Uplay and the game is there as if they bought it from the Uplay store. By removing keys from the equation and giving publishers more control over how their games are distributed, Genba reckons it can kill off the grey market, but it'll take time. So they're trying
How will giveaways work then?
I don't know.
Mate, it's only Ubisoft. It's only Uplay. Who cares about Ubisoft and Uplay? That's why I wanted to talk about this, because they're one of the ones that I expect to see going bye-bye in the next few years, and they're obviously struggling. And that's why they're trying to do away with these game keys, and it's just going to harm them. Epic Games and Steam, they're not going to stop that, and they're going to get all the buys and stuff. And
it's sad as well because we've got some genuinely
Thunder,
good games,
fuck off.
Like we've had the Assassin's Creed series, we've got the new Tomb Raider games. It's sad because they have made some good. We got the Just Cause games from them.
Far Cry.
We got Far
Cry games from them. Aye, but Far Cry's basically the same game each time. Do you know what I mean? You get the same fucking things to do, the same type of tree, kill these type of animals to make a bigger backpack. You're like, oh, so see the big massive fucking bear I killed? I couldn't make a large backpack out of that. I have to kill a tiny dingo to make a large. Fuck off. I always thought that was stupid in those sort of games.
You can tell that you've actually got a soul. It's like, I want you to make a
Far Cry 3 was good, right? Far Cry 3 was good. I really enjoyed it, right? Far Cry 4 was good, but I didn't enjoy it. The reason I didn't enjoy it was because I had played Far Cry 3. It was just different story plot points. You're doing the exact same things, do you know what I mean? Liberate this base, hunt down some animals, get a cutscene. That was, do you know what I mean? It's the same formula over and over again with the Far Cry games. That's why I didn't get any of the new ones. I was like, I've watched it, I've seen that it's the same formulas. I've seen that you have to hunt all the different. Just fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Just fuck off. Played it too many times. Do you know what I mean? It's just a reskin with a different baddie. Do you know?
You could say that. You could say that about Assassin's Creed, but most of that.
I've never played any of the Assassin's Creed games. Never been interested in them.
Like substance in the story.
Oh, did you hear about the new Assassin's Creed coming out?
There's another one.
It's Norse,
obviously,
apparently. Like Vikings. It's supposed to be Vikings and that.
Obviously, apparently, it's like Call of Duty. They bring one out every year.
Yeah.
If it fail.
Assassin's Creed Kratos.
Yeah, that's literally what it looks like.
Hey, Candonian, how you doing, dude?
That's what it's rumoured to be anyway, like Vikings and that. And I would actually be up for that, so like all the mythology for the Vikings and all that.
It's just me as everything fucking Vikings right now.
Vikings is pretty popular right now.
Yeah.
They're going through a big resurgence in popularity. Aye, the Vikings TV series was really good. Really fucking good. And there was another TV series on Vikings that was really good. It's called The Last Kingdom. I highly recommend watching The Last Kingdom. It's so good. So good.
The Last Kingdom, in my opinion, is better than Vikings.
I think it's different.
I've heard some people,
but I don't know. I don't think there's a superior one of the two. I think they're both as enjoyable as each other.
Just saying, Last Kingdom, where is my season 4?
I think it's coming. It'll be coming, man.
I think they'll end up going. Like, I'm hoping they'll go to Scotland this time.
Yeah.
Pickland, you mean?
Danes are fighting. Well, it'll be Alba now, because this was during the. Was it still Pickland when it was a?
It was.
This is before King Arthur, isn't it?
Aye. Scotland didn't come about until King Alexander I. It should be either Pickland or Alba they go to. You're right. But Pickland will still be there. Pickland and Alba existed at the same time as each other. Alba conquered the rest of Pickland and made Scotland. History boner. I can't help it, right? We're talking history, but
yeah, like I've heard a lot of people say as well. Like there is somebody I know that rates Last Kingdom higher than Game of Thrones.
It's a really good TV show, but it's no better than Game of Thrones. Maybe the Game of Thrones later seasons. Kick.
I really need to watch Game of Thrones. I've still not watched any Game of Thrones.
Oh, but we're kicking both our guests, guys.
Hello,
I've
guys,
not seen Game of Thrones, but
I've read the book. I've read the books, but I've not actually watched the TV show.
Oh, he's read the books. Grimm's allowed back.
I've recently been looking into all the lore and stuff behind it, and
I'm just gonna hide behind my mic.
Cod said to me earlier in a very hushed tone. He went, I think George R. R. Martin's better than Tolkien.
A day. That's my opinion. But it's one of those ones. It's the student. George R. R. Martin is self-exclaimed student of Tolkien. Do you know what I mean? He's based most of his writing on it. So it's the student outplaying the master. Do you know what I mean? The student becomes better than the master because the student had the master's help. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I think George R. R. Martin, it's a natural evolution. I think George R. R. Martin's so much better because, like, there's so much these stories are on the same scale, but they've got just so much more intricacy. Do you know what I mean? Like, Tolkien's all about the morals of the story, whereas R. R. Martin's like, no, it's about the story. I need to write everything. Do you know what I mean? More Tolkien and R. R. Martin are different, but you can see the inspiration.
Like, in Epic Rap Battles of History, like the Tolkien versus Martin, they actually did say like.
Oh, I've not seen that. I need to see that.
So good.
I need to see that.
I stopped watching Epic Rap Battles of History because they got really shit.
I didn't even know it was still going, to be honest. I've not seen it like a year or
like
two.
Season 9 or something now.
Yeah, season 9 is really good. It's like Wolverine versus like, Freddy Krueger and like Guy Fawkes versus what's his name? His face is he's like
V for Vendetta, no.
No.
Such a good movie though.
Yeah.
So good.
That deserved a sequel.
No, they couldn't have done a sequel to V.
Yeah.
V for Vendetta 2. 2 freedoms, 2 times.
The thing about this is actually a problem I've got with the movie industry right now as well, is that they'll make a really good first movie.
Yeah.
And then a big studio will pick it up and go, oh, look, you've done so good. Look how much money you bring in. Make another one.
But can we write it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kate Tandrini's got a point, that's what it should be called.
Coming to cinemas, the sequel to V for Vendetta. It's called B for Brexit. And instead of V having the character called V, it's like a character called B, and his real name's Barry. Do you know? He's just some fucking cockney for the East End of London, man, like that.
They're coming over here. They're stealing our jobs.
I just want to take my fucking country back. That was Yorkshire, wasn't it? Sorry.
Viper, did you see the Prince of Persia movie?
Yes, and I want to erase it from all my memories.
I know.
Delete.
Control. Delete.
So what movies were you thinking like were needing a sequel, Viper?
I don't think any. The thing is, the name one movie that's come out recently that's been original, that isn't Avengers.
No.
No any that I've seen.
Exactly, because all the films coming out are fucking remakes. The Lion King, Aladdin, Jumanji, the remaking fucking Oh, there's other games. The ones they're remaking as well, and they're just.
I
Like,
want
they're
a
just-
Judge
it's only-
Dredd sequel. Now there's a good idea for a fucking sequel, yeah.
There's apparently they were gonna do it, but like they said.
Susa the movie. Yes. Susa the movie. It's just a wee guy bouncing about the city, man, trying to capture Mr. C.
The big thing about the world right now is that people hate the way the world is and they want to forget what the world is, and everyone wants to go back to the good old days. So
But
all
good
these movie
old
players
days.
are like-
But good old days. The good old days where there wasn't any running fucking water. The good old days where fucking electricity was 8 hours a day. Well, fucking good old days. We fucking live in fucking 2019. We've got it better than any cunt else ever has in fucking history. Just our government's a wee bit fucked. Do you know what I mean? But our quality of life and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, we could end up like fucking with rampant inflation if they do something wrong. But see, to be fair, our governments are doing quite well, considering the amount of fucking people on the planet and how much we've all got a voice. But no, really. We're no really. We're really no. We're really no harming the planet that much.
But you think the Earth's flat?
I don't think the Earth's flat. I know the Earth's flat.
And I'm never coming back to this podcast again.
I'm fucking. If you think the Earth's fucking flat, you're a wrongin'.
The whole video, like when he's like the guy's on the plane and everything, and he's got like a straight edge or whatever it's called, and he just puts it on like a flat surface. He's like, "Mate, the Earth is flat." And I was like, "Fuck up."
See if the Earth was flat, right? That means you can't drill to China, and we all know for a fact that you can tunnel to China because we've seen it in loads of cartoons. We've fucking seen it in loads of cartoons that you can tunnel to China, and if you can tunnel to China, that means you're fucking going straight through the Earth. And if the Earth was flat, China'd be a way out there, and you'd have to walk.
Do you think Trump's trying to do that? He's like, "I'm going to make a drill to go to China," and like as he's drilling in that garden, his wife just goes, "Trump, there's like chicken nugget, dragon free." He's like, "Ooh, chicken nuggets."
The thing is as well, right? I actually want to keep Donald Trump away from every movie ever because he'll just get ideas. He clearly was a fan of Warhammer because now we're getting the Space Force, which is basically Space Force. We're basically getting like Space Marines, but not only that, right? I hope he never sees the movie Ender's Game.
I liked Ender's Game. Not gonna lie, I enjoy Ender's Game. I like it.
I like the premise and the whole like twist in the end of it. Like it was really good.
Yeah.
Imagine if Trump saw Ender's Game and just went, yeah. Hello. Is that the schools? Yeah.
Hey, Square Go Gamers.
I want to teach every child how to kill an alien invasion.
We'll
call it Fortnite.
See, let's get serious here, right? See our current technology. See if aliens showed up in our atmosphere. We are fucked. We are beyond fucked.
How do you not know that they're already?
Hold on, I've not got enough time to Photoshop the guy's Ancient Aliens haircut. You know what I mean? I need to get the guy for Ancient Aliens haircut Photoshopped and get a picture of it on KaosMunkey.
Debate if aliens are real. Debate if aliens are real. Go.
Aliens are most definitely real.
Yeah, exactly.
To assume we're alone in the universe is fucking downright stupid.
And depressing.
And depressing.
I was expecting a debate, but okay.
No, there's life in the universe. We've no fun it yet. It's there, right?
Aliens are not real because if they were, they would have come here to take my juice.
Mate, just imagine the day, right? Just imagine the day where your telly goes like fucking, you're just about to turn your PC and that on, and your telly gets this fucking image, and it's for another galaxy, man, and we're watching alien TV like in Futurama. That would be fucking amazing, wouldn't it? Because, like, see, thinking about it, we've been putting out radio signals and that for ages. Do you know what I mean? See if there's any, like, alien life form in it. I think it's something like, because it travels at the speed of light. When did we put our first radio signals out there? Almost over 120 years ago. So within 120 light years, we are basically shouting, "We're fucking here!" Do you know what I mean? So, like, there'll be other civilizations that are like that too.
It's just us saying, "Send nudes!" Like, we're just like...
The Japanese are like, "Yes! Tentacle porn! Yes!"
I'm just thinking, right? What if like, what if like aliens land and there's no way to contact them? The only thing, like, the only way to communicate is because they've seen our TV and everything, right? That's all they've seen, but they have no way to communicate. They can't speak our language or anything, right? What if they came down and they were walking through the street, like with the government, and they heard a busker, and all they heard was like, "So no one told you life was gonna be this way," and then the first contact we get is the alien going.
No.
Thunder.
The first words they say to us are,
"No.
How you doing?"
No, it'd be more of, "How are you doing?" And it's like, what was that? It's like,
Bring back the doggo. He's been super annoying right now. He needs the toilet. I'm gonna literally we'll be ending the podcast in a couple of minutes, and then we're going to play Jackbox. So aye, thank you, GhostlyGrimoire, for joining us this week. It was a pleasure having you again, dude. Thank you very much.
No problem, man.
KaosMunkey, you're more than welcome to come back anytime you want. Thank you for coming this week, dude.
Yeah.
And thank you very much to my co-host SMviper. How you doing, Sam? Thank you very much for this week. And if you haven't already, feel free to check out our stepsister podcast. It's on The Fuck Chronicles, and it's called the Unmonetisables podcast, guys. I'm on it this week, and on Wednesday, The Fuck Chronicles are doing a new thing called their Casual Conversation, where they're doing interviews with different streamers and different Scottish people and stuff like that of different walks of life. And this week, it's me and the Casual Conversations. Hey! So don't watch that, you'll not have fun. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all in 10 minutes for Jackbox. See you guys.
Bye.
Follow KaosMunkey on Twitch.
This network.
3 away.
We built this network.
We built this network on sausage rolls.
Come on, outro play. Why are you doing this? We'll build this network on Scots with soul. We'll build this network Scots and soul. We'll build this network on Scots with soul.
Yeah.
There we go.